Really showing that the Mercedes is back. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome back, guys, to another F1 22 driver career mode video. It is looking good for us this season as we are driving well and well ahead of the rest of the pack here. 26-point gap to Lando Norris in P2, and we're in P1 with 77 points. Also P1 in the constructor standings, Heidi Lieberman is carrying the team because Lewis Hamilton is struggling. P1s all around for the past 3 races, 2 of which we also got the fastest lap, so good number of points earned here. Also, one thing I wanted to mention was people were asking, like, bump up the difficulty, 110 AI. Well, let me spoil the fun here because it's already on 110 AI here. So, yeah, I just don't know what's happening with the AI. I don't know if it's with the update or if it's because of some customizations I made in the game, but things are looking a little weird. We had an advantage in the past 3 races, so let's see if that continues. But I'm sure I'm gonna start struggling at some point as we enter some of the difficult tracks like Miami, Azerbaijan, not really Azerbaijan, Canada a little bit is a difficult one, Silverstone is a difficult one, so we'll see. We may have to start losing some points there. And then, of course, engine penalties and engine wear will come into play because right now I think my gearbox is absolutely shot. Yeah, 54%, so we need to move on to the next component here. But yeah, it's looking good for now. Let's get closer to the Imola race weekend. Let's take a look at the marketing department event. New merch or stick with the current line. Marketing would like to expand our driver merch store and would like your input on what lines we must we should include. Higher cost, lower cost, or ignore. Great idea. Higher price clothing items like hoodies and jackets should be popular. Yeah, I think that's what everyone does, right? Did I just spend my money? No, I didn't. I used team money. That doesn't matter. And we're heading to the F1 race weekend around Imola. It's going to be a sprint race weekend as well, so it's going to be important that we try and do our best to score as many points as possible. Let's take a look at the upgrades here. Why does it keep telling me we lost upgrades? We already got that news around the Bahrain Grand Prix weekend. We got some upgrades completed in the durability department. A lot of catching up to do. We had some upgrades fail, but that's fine because they re-triggered it and some of them came through before the race weekend. So a lot of good progress being made in the car. Second on the grid, just behind Red Bull. I think we got a couple more upgrades, so I think we should be more competitive with the Red Bulls than we were in previous races. But let's see. Let's check out the car around the Imola circuit. Let's go to the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Welcome everyone to the qualifying session of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. It is time for qualifying for the sprint race, and then the sprint race will decide the fate of our position for the race. And it is going to be quite a simple race, but also it's going to be a little difficult, especially around Sector 2, Sector 3, when there are those slippery parts of the circuit. But hey, we learned to master those areas, so hopefully we can stay competitive. I'm probably going to lose a lot of time around the U-type bend in Sector 2 and then the chicane around Sector 3. So while we lose time there, I think we make up for it elsewhere on the map or on the track. And also I think the hairpin around like early Sector 2 or maybe end of Sector 1, yeah, that place we lose a lot of time as well. But we'll see. We'll have to try and take the momentum from the lap into those corners and try to get it as fast as possible and then make up for it in the other parts of the track. But yeah, P1 by the end of the session. Not sure why the qualifying pace program told me I was very slow. It was a bit strange indeed, but now it's so fast. But we'll see. We'll see what my real pace is like here now. So time to get out there, put a new gearbox in because my gearbox is currently 57% worn, or maybe more actually. Yeah, 57% worn, so it's good to get a new gearbox in. That's within allocation, so no penalty, but let's see how well we perform here today. Alright, coming up to the line for our first lap of Q1. Let's see if this is a solid lap to get us into the next round. Good rotation. Let's see. P3. Alright, good position. Good. But we'll see how the other cars drive. Oh my god, I had to get out of the way for Perez. But let's see. Well, we made it through after just one lap. I tried another lap, but then that lap was too slow because I scuffed up Sector 1 and Sector 2. So, yeah, P9 is fine, I think. We had a decent enough lap to see us through. Knocked out our Joe, Latifi, Russell, Sonoda, and Magnussen. Wow, the Alfa Romeo drivers are struggling today, but that's all. Let's move on to Q2. Let's see, let's go. This is it. My first banker lap I didn't show you guys because it was just a poor lap overall. On worn softs. This is a fresh soft, low fuel. Alright, 7/10 improved. Let's see. I think we should be out. Let's see how high up we went. P8, okay. We're alright. We're okay. There we have it. Lewis Hamilton with the fastest lap. What a run from him. P8 for Heidi Lieberman. I scuffed the final part of the lap as well a little, so it's expected. Ricardo, Stroll, Schumacher, Albon, and Gasly are out. Final round. Here we go. Here we go, first lap of Q3. We've got a final 2 turns here. Okay, let's see. Please tell me this is a good lap. P7 on used softs. P7. Think we can get a little higher. So let's put on a fresh set of softs and see if we can get any higher. Alright, this is it. Moment of truth. Final lap of Q3. Seven tenths improved. Let's see. 7/10 improved. Is that good enough for a decent starting position? P2. Unlucky. Hopefully my teammates in P1. What a qualifying session. P2 for the Mercedes and P4 for the other Hamilton. Yeah, McLaren really fast around this track, so it's a battle between the McLarens and the Mercedes. Red Bull are struggling a little, so we'll see if they show up on race day, but it's time for the sprint race. Let's see how well we do here.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint, not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday and he'll start from pole position. And Athena completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Sergio Perez and Verstappen, Ocon, Sainz, Ticktum and Charles Leclerc, Gasly, Albon, Mick Schumacher and Stroll, Ricardo, Magnussen, Yuki Tsunoda and George Russell, Latifi and Guan Yu Zhou. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint.
Alright, here we go. It's time for the sprint race. Sitting right behind the McLaren. I think we can do a soft run here, but we'll be about 2 seconds slower. But I think if we sprint and really push in the early stages, I think we should be able to nurse the tire home. I think. What do we say? I think I want to keep a set of mediums available for the race in case things get spicy. Yeah, so we'll keep our fuel a little high as well. We'll risk it on the softs. Let's go. Alright, tire temps are in decent shape here. Following Norris to our parking spot. Oh god, tires are cooling down a little. Let's get a little heat into them before we park up. Let's see. Coming up to the line. Purple, let's go. Okay, good parking. Alright, here we go. It's time to rumble. 5 red lights for the sprint race and lights out. Away we go around Imola. And it's a fantastic start from Heidi Lieberman. Gets the jump on Lando Norris. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we risked it on the softs, just to get that better launch and run away with it here. Come on, let's run. Look at the grip we have compared to Norris. Oh yes, baby. Yes, 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 yes. Run, run, run. That's what I'm talking about. We're not here to play games. We're here to take lives. Well, not really trying to kill people, but we're taking positions. We're taking no prisoners. Come on, let's run, 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 run. So that was like the difficult part of the circuit, place where I'd like to slow down a bit. But like here and down the straight, I will gain a bit. Beautiful. Look at that, already 6/10 up now. From like 3/10, 4/10 up. Let's keep pushing. Oh, Zhou Guanyu's out. Zhou Guanyu's out, and that is just up the head. Did I take damage? Vehicle condition.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Okay, never mind. I think there was a collision between the McLaren drivers behind me. But Zhou Guanyu's out, meaning that's one less car to worry about. I think the two Alfa Romeo drivers had some kind of incident in the early stages because they're back at the grid. But I'm protecting this lead well against Norris. He's right on my tail. Yes, we're extending the gap a little bit. But he does have DRS, of course. Alright, we gotta be cautious. We're gonna use the ERS on the straights and save ERS for the rest of the lap. Yes, a battle between Alonso, Norris, and Hamilton is exactly what I needed. There we go, we're extending the gap. No DRS for now. Let's see if we can keep this up. Let's see if we can keep that up. Oh, yellow flag, yellow flag. Is that yellow flag behind us? Seems like a McLaren is retiring, perhaps. Alonso slowed down. Alonso is stopped. Oh, Alonso's out. Alonso out. It's a McLaren 1-2 now. Let's go. Alonso has an engine failure.
That's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Unlucky, mate. Let's go. We got 4 laps remaining. Let's see if I survive. Tires are still feeling good. I think I'm doing well with the tire saving. Alright, this is it then. ERS. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Tell me I got this. I think I got it. 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 Yep, he won. Let's go. Heidi with the win today.
That's 3 wins in a row, mate. Unbelievable work.
Well, what a result for the sprint race. Sets us up nicely for a Mercedes advantage. P1, P2 for Lewis Hamilton and Lieberman. 8 points for Lieberman, 7 points for Hamilton. Norris is the only McLaren in the top 3 here, or top 5, top 10 even, because Alonso crashed out, so he's back of the grid here. Russell in P18. So yeah, this is the grid for the race. A lot of pairs just together, like the Mercedes pair here, Red Bull pair, Alpine and Ferrari pair, Aston Martin as well. So a lot of people driving at a similar pace. But let's see if that switches in the race itself. So let's head on into the Grand Prix.
Welcome once again to the Autodromo Internazionale Enzo e Dino Ferrari. The clue's in the name. This is very much Ferrari home turf, and the locals will be out in force today to support their team in what we hope will be a magnificent spectacle of motorsport. On then to the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. 3.1 miles of track at Imola featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula One tracks as it's taken anti-clockwise. Let's hope nobody forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight on the circuit, and it's only DRS zone. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Athena lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Perez, Max Verstappen and Ocon, Leclerc, Gasly, Ricciardo and Kevin Magnussen, Stroll, Latifi, Yuki Tsunoda and Albon, Ticktum, Russell, Carlos Sainz and Mick Schumacher. They've taken a grid penalty. Fernando Alonso and Guan Yu Zhou. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Here we go then, P1 starting position, and my teammate is alongside me for the race. Let's take a quick look and see what this kind of strat looks like. It's going to be slower on the hard to soft strat. So we'll bring it up to a medium. We'll be a little faster going on the hards for the start and then ending on the mediums. I think that's going to be our plan then. Let me just edit this, get rid of that, and see, compare the two strats a little. Yeah, just a little bit faster. Yeah, we'll see. I think we're good. We'll stick to the hard to medium, not too shabby, Alonso. And yeah, let's get going. All right, here we go. We've done a good job heating up the tires. 88 degrees, 90 degrees. That should be warm enough to get us a good start here on the hards. Run down to turn 1 is going to be a challenge considering a lot of these people are on mediums. So let's see if we stay competitive on this tire. Purple, that should help us a little bit, but let's see. All right, finally we're getting underway here. Everyone's lined up, good to go. Had to concentrate for the start, goodness me. Oy vey. Don't mind me being quiet. I want to try and get a good race start here on the hards. So far so good. Let's stay ahead, stay ahead. Hamilton's lost out of position to Perez. Oy vey. Alright, it's looking good right now. I rode that curb a little too much. Ooh, Perez is trying a move. Gonna go around the inside here. Left him as much space as I could. He concedes. Come on. Alright, focus up. We're gonna try and do our best here now. Fastest lap, of course. First one across the line. Where's my pit window? 17. Alright, we got 16 more laps to go. Let's focus up, focus up. Come on. I lose so much time around this curve. Yep, look at that. I lost out so much tenths, so many tenths. Come on. Oh, boy. Oh, that was a struggle too. I need to work on that exit. I'm usually very good there, but today I'm struggling. Something's wrong with me today. Maybe the coffee hasn't kicked in. Come on. Alright, Perez is still maintaining about 6/10 behind me.
Okay, DRS is now
Heidi with another fastest lap. It's expected. DRS enabled, so it's going to be a little bit of a worry, considering Perez is on a softer compound. Oh, Mick Schumacher's out. Hello. Interesting. Mick Schumacher's out. Doesn't trigger anything though. I'd very much not like a safety car and just keep going. I pulled a gap on Perez and Hamilton behind. About 3 seconds here. Come on. Keep me in front, man. Keep me in front. I'd very much like this advantage. The sturdiness of the hard tires are starting to show now. Perez and Hamilton starting to drop back a bit. Mainly because I think those mediums are dying off. Do you think they'll pit now? No, I don't think so. They're really going to push when they pit, so I expect the next lap. At the end of the next lap, they will pit.
we're approaching the
Yeah.
window and you're going to be on medium.
They're not in yet, but they're going to pit next lap, or at the end of this lap. I'm going to pit in 2 laps time, so we should have the advantage. The hards are really still in the prime zone. Alright, Hamilton and Verstappen are in, not Perez. Norris is in as well. There we go. People are moving on to the hard tires. I'll be moving on to the mediums next lap. At the end of next lap, that is. So pit stops are coming into play. I'm getting the overcut on everyone. But the hard tires are very versatile, meaning I can stay active until they heat up their tires. I should still have the advantage, or somewhat of a similar race pace, because the hards do survive a little longer than the pit window suggestions. Box this lap.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
30-second gap to my teammate. I think we should be able to get a decent pit stop in and maintain P1. Let's see. I'm gonna be on the stronger tire, of course, so hopefully we can heat them up quickly and pull a gap on our teammate and the cars behind. Here we go, in we go. Here we go, yes, nice entry. I was on a very strong lap there. Let's see, optimal pit. 2.5, decent. Not the greatest, but decent. They still haven't made the final 2 turns, so I think I should be ahead of Hamilton. We'll be close, I think, but I think I'll maintain like a 2-second gap to Hamilton and the cars behind. Let's see. They're closing in, they're closing in, they're closing in.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Let's see. Yep, well ahead of Hamilton still. But tires are cold, goodness me. 3 seconds ahead of Hamilton, nice. Let's extend the gap. Moment of truth, is this our fastest lap? I'm hoping it is. Good exit out of there. Come on. No DRS because we are in the lead, and there we go, 1:16.0. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Good lap. Good lap. We got an Alfa Romeo off. Alfa Romeo off in Sector 1, lap 20. Oh, it's just a slip again. It's the usual slip, AI slip around lap 20. Or turn 2. Oh, rain. I completely forgot about rain. I am pulling a gap on everyone, so I'm not too worried. But I'm gonna try to be fast as Flash, so that I get like a lap or something of rain. Because that rain is gonna be the decider, to be honest. It's like a safety car to some degree.
Green flag.
Oh no, yellow flag behind us. What is that for? No, Lewis! Lewis! What happened to Lewis Hamilton? Oh boy. He suddenly went past. I think he went off track and now he's below P5. Oh my goodness. What a fumble from Hamilton. He's fumbled it again. Can we get George Russell back, please? Goodness me, he's really putting the pressure on Lieberman.
Just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
Rain in 10 minutes. Literally, Lieberman is the one carrying this team. My golly, what is Lewis Hamilton doing? It's looking dangerous right now. The clouds are coming in. But let's see. Weather report.
Radar suggests weather's going to hit in around 5 minutes time, so stay on your toes. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
It's gonna come in 5 minutes. The Grand Prix is gonna end. Well, we're not treated to a wet race, sadly. It would have been a lot of fun.
Okay, this is your final lap.
But here we go, final lap of the race, and we are well ahead. That hard to medium strat was unbelievably strong for us. The AI is struggling with the medium to hards, and I think there's something about starting on the harder compound. The same goes to F1 Manager. We've seen that trend happen. Maybe there's new data that all these F1 teams saw that the harder tire, or at least starting on the harder tire, results in a much faster strategy. I don't know. But we are really pushing, and we've secured an easy dub here. Let's just try to make sure we cross a line safely. Yep, 9 seconds or so, 8.5 seconds ahead of Perez, so it seems like it's a Red Bull 2 and 3 with Heidi Lieberman in the Mercedes getting P1. Really showing that the Mercedes is back. So maybe this is a prediction to next year, you know? Next season. Maybe Red Bull, with their penalty of course for breaking the cost cap. Maybe Mercedes will push back, and maybe Lewis Hamilton will struggle in that new car, but there we go. Victory! Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, you've done it! You've done it! Well done! Great stuff, mate! Great stuff!
Yet another historic win under their belts. Well done to the whole team at Mercedes. So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners.
And there we have it, a stellar weekend. We keep the streak going. Look at that, Heidi Lieberman topping the table here for the weekend. 8 points from the sprint race, 25 from the race itself and the fastest lap. Lewis Hamilton struggling a little in the race, but making 13 points for the team, so that's good. Let's take a quick look at the results then from the race. Lieberman with the fastest lap as well on the mediums towards the end of the race with low fuel, so that was great to run. 16.0 and P1, so Perez and Verstappen on the podium alongside. Norris, Ocon, Leclerc, Hamilton down in P7 after a spin, Gasly, Ricciardo, and Tsunoda in the points. Stroll, Magnussen, Albon, Sainz, Alonso, Russell, Ticktum, Zhou, Latifi round out the finishers, with Mick Schumacher being the only car not finishing the race today. So let's take a look at the standings and how does that change things. We are extending the gap immensely, 40 points now to Sergio Perez. It seems like Norris has struggled a bit as he sits on 69 points, very nice. And Hamilton is on 21 points in 8th, so he is struggling a lot this season. Let's take a look at the team standings or the constructor standings. We have made a gap of 29 points to Red Bull, so that is really good. Mercedes literally being held up by Heidi Lieberman herself. All teams scored points since last race, of course, so it seems like it's a tight race at the bottom. 8 points for Haas and Aston Martin, and then Williams on 6, so it's anyone's game there. And then the close battle between AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo. Ferrari and Alpine tied, of course, and then there's a run for the P2, P3 positions with a gap to P1. So that's good to see. Let's see if we can extend this as we go to Miami. Now that's going to be a difficult circuit for us, so maybe we will not. Our streak is going to end there, maybe. But we'll see. We'll try our best to keep the streak going. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe using the red button down below, hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as I upload next. More F1 content is coming up. F1 Manager is also on my channel. I do live streams on YouTube on Thursdays and Sundays unless otherwise notified, so make sure you check those out as well. Would love your support on that series too. And as always, take care. See you in the next Grand Prix.